Going in my head, Rory, you do this to me, and I gotta go.
Well,
There's so much happening, bud.
there's a
I
lot happening. All right, where's that echo coming from?
don't know.
Okay.
It's not the mountains. I just realized this morning. So I got up like I don't know, 30 minutes ago. I don't know when, but somewhere along the way, I became a morning person.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm so happy and excited and energetic and feeling creative and all that stuff. And within the first hour of waking up, I just took my youth with Linda.
Good. I got my snap here. I actually, on Saturdays, I like to do a snap morning with everybody. So I held
Mhm.
off. So I want to just, I'm gonna go to gallery view for just a second, guys. So I'm gonna see everybody here. This is our dedicated people that come on Saturdays. I am gonna give you guys something incredible today. I know it's been like on nonstop stuff we're getting. We're swimming through things. I'm looking around. Lisa Harris, good morning. I'm going to blow your mind today. Is there anybody here that has been trying to get Google AdSense and you've just been running into problems over and over again? No
You
one?
gonna you gonna
Raise
do
your
the
hands.
raise your hand thing?
Raise your hands with that the raise hand button. Tamara, okay. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. Everything changes today. Everything changes today. And it's such a big change. It starts with the new students on Monday. Keep raising your hands. Raise your hand with the in the Zoom room here if you've been struggling because what I'm about to go into is for you guys especially. All right. I hope she's here. Candace, I'm not. I probably should bring her on. Candace, come on for a second. I'll make you a co-host.
I'm
So I'm
here.
making coffee cold this morning.
I will have my video on in just a moment. I'm going to my computer. I woke up a little late today, so I
You're
will.
good. I just want I do want your video on because I like seeing everybody. But you've been coming to me, and I think your students need to hear this. And you're like, ah, something's just off, Rory. We're trying to get Google AdSense. Something's off. You guys, well, the leaders come to me when there's things that we're pending on there, and I've been in some deep dives trying to figure some stuff out. I've been talking with Google. I've been going through things. I've been collecting all the reject letters, and trying to figure out. And then I'll walk a student through it, and we get it. And I've noticed some things. So today is going to be a big day.
I'm
Big
very
day.
excited,
Um,
and I want to raise my hand, but I have Google AdSense. I would have raised it for all my students that didn't raise their hands if they're not here raising their hands. So I'm
well,
very excited.
I just want you guys to know, like, and I've been getting the things from the other leaders too, and there's going through here, and guys, it is a struggle to know what something's doing when you can't really understand what they want. Like Google moves things around, they change things. It's not this perfect science. However, I think we've done the best we could to make it perfected going forward. And I'm going to walk you guys through that today because we have some incredible minds here, right? Daniel down in Australia. I don't know if that's really down or up. I'm going to say it's down based on the compass.
Down
So
under.
he's guys, he's really good at SEO. We've been doing stuff together. He runs the SEO for a lot of our corporate stuff, a lot of the lead gen, and we were just breaking down. I wonder if he's even here. Like you guys, I think he's here. Um,
There's a just Daniel hiding over there.
he does that. He doesn't. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, like I've been, vacillating on what to do, and the part of the problem is there's things that you can try, and a lot of them just have costs, and they're not necessarily going to get there. And key knowledge is in there. And I'm going to start out by going over a couple things fundamentally so you guys understand, because I know it's really frustrating when it's like we haven't been able to get all these students to Google AdSense where they've modified everything looks good. Yeah, they might have screwed up their categories, but they got them back. Everybody understands all that. But we're not getting it, and they're posting ads, and they posted 160 on Saturday, and they're doing the right things. Well, there's always something you can do better. And you guys know we've been developing that PBS Vortex. And that PBS Vortex, let's just talk about what that is. All right. I know we have a lot of new students and there's a lot of information that's jammed out and covered on it. But we took several services that was costing anywhere from 50 on a bare minimum to about 200, 250 even a month, and wrapped it all into a $60 program that's basically commissionable, that we do profit sharing with in PBS Vortex. And it encompasses all sorts of things that we list. And then there's a lot of things behind it that we don't list that are just part of what we do. And what we're going to go into is tied to the PBS Vortex and the way we're doing all the marketing. And so when you guys are doing the V marketing and you're sending out those text threes, that adds to the whole mix. So if any student going forward with what we're going to be putting into changes does everything the way we lay it out in training, we should fully expect them to get Google AdSense, period. And this is a lot of collective work and stuff going on there. So we're going to do snaps together. I ran out of biome snaps, but we have these sprays, which I like these sprays to like give out as samples sometimes, and especially if someone like portable. But I'm going to use the biome spray today, and I don't know if you guys. Let's see if I can. I'm going to do 8 of them. Eight to a thing, and I'm having coffee, and that's kind of I do it there. Not now for me. I like biome. You're supposed to take it kind of with food. I do it throughout the day sometimes, but I always start with youth. I'm bouncing around today, guys, because I'm excited to show you this. But I want you guys to notice how I change when brain kicks in. I want you guys to notice how my focus shifts because we have a lot to focus on today. Okay, so I'm going to start with this.
I got to tell you, Rory, ever since I talked with you and I had a couple weeks ago, I was taking this like originally suggested 30 minutes before your worst meal of the day. And I told Rory, there's so many days I just forgot. I'd get busy and I forgot to take it. And he said, just put it all together, everything you're going to take, and put it on your desk. So just do as much as you can in the morning. Just getting it in. It's not always about the timing, just getting it in. And it's been on my always. Ever since we had that talk, I haven't forgotten one day. And it's making a nice difference.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tanya will take your empty boxes you're using. She'll take an empty box and she'll arrange it to youth, a biome when we have biome, and I got more coming. I actually think the biome spray is one of the best sprays just because you can leave it in the car, take it there. If you're taking a couple of sprays with every meal, it's just going to help that. And especially if you're trying to offset eating poor choices. But you should be doing it all the time anyway. But I'll just say, so she organized them, right? 2 youth, a brain, a biome, and they're just ready to go. Like they're just organized. You just pull them out to go, and as opposed to grabbing them out of the box, right? She just organizes them all so they're ready to go. And when we go on trips, we live a trip life, but when we go like a weekend, or let's go say we go kick it with Niall and Dina for those 4 days, she's got 4 days of our stuff in one box. So we just travel. It's just convenient. It's like anything. If you plan out your day, it works out amazing. And if you fail to plan, you're planning for failure. And even taking, supplements or anything else in there, you just plan it all out. These products are amazing, but they are not so amazing that they work by osmosis. You have to consume them. I know some of you think they're just that great. I got them on my shelf. They're working. They're not. I'm just going to tell you that I'm pretty sure that they don't work by osmosis. All right, I got my brain. I mean, my plus. I got my
Guil-
filter on here. I got my
Guilty
plus.
as charged. So thank you for recognizing that. Guilty as charged.
Hey, we all pointed out. I'm gonna like you guys. I mean, I loved Brain from the day we got it. Yeah, and because of how it makes me focus and allows me to really step up my game and it doesn't have bad side effects, right? So I got on that and I just added all the products as they came out and I just took them consistently. I've been a consistent supplement taker since my teenage years. I so much that if I don't, I feel like I'm missing the day. And I still take other vitamins. And now that we have the whole Jeunesse line, I'm taking these in and what they're doing, and I'm excited about it. Because I mean, I lost over 75 pounds, literally just taking the products every day. And I know that it's frustrating for like Tanya because I just added the products and I got incredible results. Others have to add the products and make lifestyle changes, which is what we're supposed to, market anyway. So I'm going to put that out there. It did work that way for me. You can ask anybody around me. I just took the products. I didn't change my diet. I didn't change anything. I didn't start exercising more. I didn't do anything different.
Well, we're foodies. We have always said this. We're foodies. We love food. We eat the same foods. We're eating less.
It's the problem with that, right? Because your brain is, it seemed like like that's one thing I noticed when I started taking brain is my body was like, dude, you're full. And you're like, oh, but I really like to eat. I want to eat that second cheeseburger or whatever, especially when you're barbecuing them on the grill. I mean, I want to eat 10 of them. They taste so good, right? So, but that did happen. And that is, again, taking the products every day, let the results work. Let your body get the right nutrition. And Tanya and I'm talking about the food intake. When we're taking all the stuff, we notice like we don't. I mean, we've had to like slow our roll on what we prepare because we're used to cooking for a big family. You get down, there's two of us. Sometimes there's two of us. Sometimes five come over, and she adjusts really well on that. But we eat a lot less, period. And budget wise is different. Like I can get two decent sized steaks. I don't need more than that. We were really careful on the sides. Yeah, but it does do that change now. But in general, other than letting the products do the things and responding to it, I didn't go make huge lifestyle changes. Now we're making them now because Tanya's making them, and we really got rid of like the seed oils as much as possible out of our life. I think everybody should do that anyway. I mean, why should we be taking toxins? We've cut out sugar almost completely, and that is a known issue, right? The more you study that, that's something we could blog about forever too. Sugar causes your body to not create white cells, which is what fights inflammation, fights bacteria, keeps your body, your immune system high. They've known it for over 70 years. And what do? They increase sugar in everything. They put it in things that didn't need it. And so and it's such an addictive substance. It's really hard to get out of sugar. Like anyway,
Tanya deserves a lot of kudos for that because we've known for years
huge.
sugar was bad. High fructose corn syrup, all those different ways they hide sugar. But at the same time, I was like, I don't have that kind of willpower for some reason. Giving it up, Tanya, it was just, isn't that the reason most people don't stick to their diets? And she said, we just got to tweak your thinking. It's not as hard as you think. Once you get started, like anything else, you just got to get started. And then the products are going to help you with your willpower.
I don't think the willpower with the products just because you feel the difference, but also the mental things that make you the mental things, and this is really good. We're bringing this up here because we're going to be writing, but the mental cues of the products, like the chemical addictions that make us feel good, it's a mental thing. So you're taking products that have a sweetness to them. You're taking stuff to help with that too. I mean, it's an overall thing. Like I'm going to go over like my plus, like I'm going to have my plus right now. And if it was in the fridge, it would taste like a Tootsie Roll right now, but it's just out of the box. I'm not putting over a hot cup today. I'm having iced coffee this morning.
Tell them about how when you're getting off sugar withdrawals, but our products help with that. They help you feel better.
Can you just hear Tanya?
Especially
Yeah, the withdrawal was the
really
hardest part, Tanya. You're right. But the products helped with the withdrawal. It was much easier than I ever imagined.
So if you're cutting sugars, mm, hold on.
Yeah,
If you're
I didn't
cutting
know she
sugar,
was that close to here. I'm glad she heard me say kudos because she's the one that gave me the willpower to put the trust the products enough to build your willpower to walk away from the sugar
you're
and the
taking your
pseudo
brains throughout
sugar.
the day, you're gonna notice your sugar cravings diminish. So I take 2 to 6 a day, and I think that helped me. Like you guys and I would always like have a little bit of candy here and there. And one morning I just went, I don't like how it makes me feel. I'm thinking about it. Like I'm gonna try not to have it. And so I just got rid of it. I literally threw it all away. And Tanya's already she told me like if I'm gonna have sugar around, lock it up basically, put it in somewhere out of sight. Right? It does, because she has her favorite candies. I have my favorite candies. Mal has his favorite candies. And and then, every now and then, if you want to have like a couple, they don't taste the same again. Like I can't even eat Skittles now. You guys, I've eaten if you put all the Skittles that I've eaten in my life in a room, I think I'd fill one up completely, maybe two. I mean, I had a lot of Skittles in my life, and they're like the worst candy. But to break over that is it's amazing. But how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? And it's the same with our business. Like how bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? And if you want to overcome your debts, you want to overcome your lack of time freedom and your lack of financial freedom, you better just find a way to work 100 view marketing leads a week. That's what you do. It's that simple. I'm going to just preach that forever now because we know that's what works. All right. Taking a brain. I'm going to do what I like to do. This is, you guys, my brain is a little scattered because there's so much to dump on you guys today because it's ready. And we're going to go there. It's a good Saturday morning talk. I'm taking two brains back to back. I do this when I really need it. I need it today.
I stopped at Ollie's and I looked the orange slices. We're already a big tub of orange slices that you and I both love. There's our common candy. And Dina's like, "There's those orange slices if you want to get some." And I just kind of looked at them for a second, and went, "Yeah, no,
You win
had
it.
no desire at all." And I couldn't live without my orange slices for a while.
I'm really proud of you for that because like there's times that I would be like, I know I shouldn't have these, but I'm just gonna get them. So if I really need them, I don't have to leave this. That like I would find myself justifying why I got them when I know I shouldn't have them, and that's when I went. I might have an issue here if I'm trying to justify this, and I'd be like, oh, what if I want them? I'm just gonna get them, and and I can tell you guys for months I have a snack bag. Usually it's healthy snacks, meaning nuts. I have um I got nuts, and I make sure that they're the ones that they're not cooked in anything, but these are just olive oil. So these are like I don't want the peanut oil ones. I try to be really careful what I get, but I carry nuts. And blueberries, or we buy blueberries all the time. So if I feel like I need sugar, I just go get blueberries. And I do this at night. If it's during the day, I just snap a brain. And I eat a lot of blueberries throughout the day and nuts. Like I've made really good choices, but man, I really love nuts. Like I'm on a pistachio kick again. So
Mm.
anyway, I'm gonna break through this stuff, but I think it's really good that we talk about this from time to time because we're writing about it, we're blogging about it, and I'm gonna tell you, the world is absolutely waking up to health and nutrition more than I've ever seen. When we were marketing health and nutrition through the 90s, you had to have a really like most of the people we were helping, and Niall, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Most
No,
of the people we were helping were so sick they were almost like at a desperate need. That's
yeah,
when they wanted to fix their health. No one cared about maintaining, no one cared about preventative health. And they should have, right? We all should have. Like I did. I bought into it. I said, you know, and I'll tell you guys, looking back from the teenage Rory that was taking supplements at, handfuls of time in a day, I still do, and how my life has gone medically. Because I've had a struggle with my acid reflux that I developed at 22, basically because I started eating processed foods for the first time. My stomach didn't know what to do. I was living off of farm raised stuff until my my later teenage years because of convenience. I hadn't had a Wendy's hamburger my entire life until I was like 18, 19.
Wow.
And I wish I would have never started that path because, how convenient, right? I can go get hot food. I can get this really quick. I can work more as opposed to just preparing the meals like I was doing. Like I look back and that was a regret I wish I wouldn't have done, right? But I learned a lot, but I was going to go on this thing, but we would be marketing products and the people that would come to get it were super sick, super sick. And and it kind of goes this way, and I'm just going to talk about this because it needs to be in our writing. All right. And this is the game plan before I'm going to drop this other Google stuff on you guys. So when you're preventative health is, I mean, people will spend thousands of dollars for health insurance and not spend money on ensuring their well-being with proper nutrition. That's the problem, right? You guys, I don't go to doctors hardly ever. I just haven't needed to. I go to I know what I'm putting in my body. I know what I'm consuming things, and I've always done the nutrients, and I did it because of the foods I was eating. I knew like I had to do the nutrition, and now that I'm making better choices and the nutrition, my life is better now than it's been for a long time, than it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago. The last 5 years have been unbelievable for my health, and that's because we have this biohacking greatness that we get to take, and I'm watching this go that direction. But you guys, I gotta tell you that I'm seeing more people looking for preventative stuff as opposed to there's the pain, I better solve it, right? And they're studying the labels more. You guys, I walked into the store, it was a Publix, and I was in the canned, it was a canned food aisle. It's whatever where the soups and stuff are. And I saw five people, three women, two guys, and all of them separate, looking at and reading labels. And I was like, yeah, we're coming somewhere. We're getting somewhere. And they were reading labels and putting things back and looking for something else. And and I'm like, oh, and that was Tandy and I a while back. We both, okay, we know this brand's good, but you got to check because sometimes they put that soybean oil in it and you look, that can't have that one. And then you start to learn what you can buy at the grocery store, and it's very few items. We actually buy more online and have it delivered to us because we know what's in it and there are different things. And and I told you guys, this is a trend. We're going to be looking for that. We're going to be looking for that. So I need to get this Jeunesse page done today, the clustering page. But I'm gonna log into 1F16, and you guys are gonna see something. As of today, we are no longer going to be using, let me explain this. We are no longer going to be using Yoast SDO. Everybody's used to it. It's got the green lights. It's got all the stuff that's there, but it's missing some key components that have been affecting the very reasons we're not getting Google AdSense. This is and and there's the Yoast Premium, and it kind of solves it, but not as much as it needs to. It's just not the right for today. It's not the right solution. There's a better one we've been using on other sites, and we're getting it all coordinated. Now, you guys got to understand, I'm trying not to do anything to increase our costs, right? We've done everything to get our overhead down below $200 a month to do everything you need to do to make the money we make. And then, of course, you guys know that when you start adding customers, your overhead just goes away, right? Savings Highway Global, you have four people in there, you're at zero, and now you're making money, right? Four people in the PBS, that was the same thing. Four, the power of four, right? Not the power of five. We like five, you're profitable. Four, you break even, five, you're profitable. Keep your hands up, guys, because I'm gonna be pointing out some stuff here soon. Five, you're profitable, and then 6, 7, 8, we're building profits, right? Every business has a point of I need this much to happen to cover the bills. I need this much in sales to cover the bills, cover the rents. All this is it. And you guys, we've got ours so tremendously low. It's ridiculous, actually. Like to me, to have a business that allows you to build what we can build here for $200 a month is unbelievable. Your car won't make you that much money. Yeah, it takes you to and fro, doesn't make you that money, doesn't give you the, it's not a positive, asset. There's a lot of things we spend $200 a month on that's not making us money. And this is, so my confidence level when I bring a new student in and get them set up is so sky high because I know what we have here. And then I know that once they start kicking in and they start doing the V marketing and they start growing their team, we're on our way to getting to cash positive and growth. And we just got to duplicate that. One of the biggest issues that I've felt, all right, and I get the feedback too. And I know it's been a discouraging thing with the Google AdSense, but I got to tell you guys, it's not easy for everybody to get. There's tons of forums, there's tons of things there. We had a really rock solid process years ago and everybody got it. And some things have obviously changed, developments, artificial intelligence stuff. There's all sorts of things they've changed. You guys have been witnessing it, and we just got to do better. And I'll tell you, Daniel, and if he wants to chime in, he is an absolute expert in this. And he's come to me for some time, like, Rory, we're going to have to change what you guys do on that. He's like, it's just going to be better for everybody. I'm like, I know, we just got to figure this out. And we were playing with it, and we got it solved. It's solved. So we're going to a program called Rank Math SEO. I'm going to tell you guys this here, right? We are setting it up to hopefully make it easy for everybody. In the trainings, if I say do not use this, don't test me. I just want you guys to get it out there. I want you guys to make money. What, babe? I want you guys to make money. And I want you guys to grow. And that way you can build that confidence so you can bring somebody else in knowing that, hey, we get Google going for you too. And the thing about it is the confidence level of everyone here matters, right? No one wants to put something in something that's not going to help them. And we know that. And so we're always striving to be better. And I want you guys to know that that's who we are all the time. So I told you guys we're building courses. And he volunteered, and I'm gonna tell you I wanted to ask him anyway, but he volunteered. I know, Daniel, if you're on here to defend yourself at all. If not, I'm just gonna go into it, guys. He is going to be building, I'm gonna call it like an advanced SEO course for you guys. And the choices we just made for how the PBS is going to work for SEO allows us to do this. So you're going to see the new one in 1f16.com as I start working on it with the new pages. I'm going to be spending my time this weekend to complete and get 1f16 ready so that Matt can utilize that to set up all the new students starting Monday. Now that means a lot of people are going to want to refresh to the old one or this and get it going. If they're new students that just came in, like, well, I told them to pause today, so it'll be Monday. They will all have the new. Now I'm working on the training. I'm going to knock the training out as fast as I can these next few days so that step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 in the PBS setup will be current with everything that we have, including this change. Now, I got to tell you, when you said deadlines and you have the right resources, so in this case, the right people, the right minds, we had this deadline so that when we launched the Jeunesse products, that we would have this new SEO done. Daniel is incredible at hitting deadlines, guys. And I got to tell you, that is, I mean, we've been pounding out hours. Anybody that sees my schedule, you'll see time with Daniel. That guy is working for us around the clock. All right. And we're working on these course things. So Daniel's going to be building an advanced course, and we'll be offering that to students after you've completed the basics. You've got Google AdSense. You know what you're doing. We are going to go into a very high level of SEO training. This is where We're going to really dominate in the SEO and the search. It's what we used to be able to do when we were first starting in 2008, and some changes happened in 2007. We are going to be able to dominate and continue that with the course process. And you guys, this is something that's going to set anyone with that training apart from other online marketers. We're talking how to do local SEO, how to do massive things. And I'm just letting you guys know it's being built. We'll make it available. But here's the thing. If you're making, $10, $20 a day in Google AdSense, and then you apply the stuff that Daniel's going to be teaching you, and you're still posting the ads, you're doing the right content, it's going to be very foreseeable for that to add a zero to it. So 100, 200 a day with that type of training. And it's all about how things get indexed, how to feed it to Google in today's need, not what used to work, what's working now and ongoing. And I got to tell you, I'm excited about it because we got, you guys, this is what Daniel does. And I don't know if and I'll present this. I mean, he and I have been working together for a long time, but Daniel does an amazing job with SEO. He's got some tricks he's figured out. He's got an amazing, keen knowledge, and he's willing to start sharing it. And we're going to do it in a course. Now I'm going to tell you, it's not just common knowledge stuff at all, but it's also he's going to be teaching you guys some insane stuff, and it goes down to and you can see what he does. Like, I look at all our websites, he knows how to get to the front page and stay on the front page. And it's some keen things, and it's an awesome expertise, and we got the right tools to do it, and we're deploying that. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you guys this on 1f16.com. Starting Monday, all new activations are going to have this set up. Okay, now it's a lot of work to migrate the Yoast to rank for all existing users. Matt will start doing that, and it's going to take some weeks. All right, so everybody's going to be seeing this going on. It's going to be an adaptation in their PBSs. And then when we've got them done to a certain point, then we're going, because he's going to be taking care of pretty much everybody that's active and growing. And then we'll have a date, and I'll let you guys know when that is, so that if you don't have it, we'll start submitting tickets so that they get done before the next. So we've got thousands to do. They're all going to get done in a systematic way. And at some point, I'll let you guys know when you can get brushed up, but not this week. Okay, this is a big transition. This transition will then allow you to transition to that next level with Daniel when you guys are ready. You've got Google AdSense, it's working, you're making money. Now we're going to press it forward. So I'm going to tell you what the goal is to take our really good bloggers that are doing what we teach them, they're posting their ads, and increase the expected income in Google AdSense tenfold. That's what that course is going to allow, and I'm expecting that. So we're going to get things going, and you guys, I can tell you personally, anything that brings in $100 a day that doesn't require more time than we've already set aside is going to help change a lot of people's lives. $3,000 a month is substantial. And that's our lowest expectation of the stuff we have. I expect people to make really good money in Bella Vita. I expect them to do really good with the PBS Vortex if they're building teams. I expect you to do very good with Savings Highway Global, just by the way that grows and what's there. On that, next week, all right, and I should bring Nell on here, but next week, Tim Jones from Savings Highway Global is going to break down how to use the benefits in Savings Highway Global on this call next week. That is probably the third most thing I get is I don't know how to utilize everything, Rory. I can't find everything in there. We break it down, but we're going to have Tim go down the latest stuff that's there. And you know what? We watch them make changes. We watch them shift. I can tell you this right now. You are going to drop your jaw when you see all the stuff that's there that you're not taking advantage of. And every one of us is losing out on the opportunity of savings by not using that. Okay. That program is designed to help a lot of us with things we're already doing to find the budget, right? We added that program because, back when we added that program, guys, the cost to run this business the way I do it was about $450 a month. So we were trying to get people ways to save on insurance, ways to save money on things to get that 450 offset to fund the business. We're trying to get creative to help people get out of their rut. So there's things in there that you can save money on here, 10 here, 20 here, 30, it'll add up. But it's so, I would say it's complicated because their job is to make it easy. And once it's easy, everybody can do. But until then, it's hard, right? They're still trying to make it easy so everybody can do it. So we're going to have that call next Saturday, help us become easier with it. And just the things that he was walking me through, I was just like, yeah, we got to show this to everybody. And we'll record it and put it on there. It's something we got to do better, right? What do we got to do better? Get people using the benefits of SHG. Okay. Let's go work on content. I'm going to let you guys know something. Candace, you're with me still, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys this Google change isn't going to happen today because we got to put some stuff in place. I'm going to be teaching you how to make this work. However, for new students going forward, Candace, I'm going to get them started with what they'll need to get Google AdSense from the get-go on the back end. I'm going to do it for them. Then we're going to teach them how to do it ongoing. And when they build new pages, so when they build new content, they know how to do it. But Daniel figured out how I could do it in a way that everybody's already preset. And if I could do all the work for everybody, even though I want you to learn how to do it, I would just to get you up and going. So you have the bleep to go. I would. So anything I can do, I get so excited because it's like, hey, I can help everybody by doing this. And then we teach you how to get better at it, right? We fundamentally have everybody gets a copy of this stuff to start, and we teach them how to do this. And we're going to teach them the skill sets. But we constantly try to find ways to get people making money as fast as possible so that they can be here, have the belief, and then really learn how to do this and then grow here. If you're not making 6 and 7 figures a year, you're not doing it the way I want you to do it. I don't know how else to say it. If you're not bringing in that type of income, it's because you're not doing what I want you to do. I teach everybody how to make 6 and 7 figures a year doing this. I'm not interested in just helping you make an extra $100, but I need you to have the belief. So I like you guys doing that, but I'm teaching you the fundamentals to make this career income. You're going to push your comfort zone. If you're not doing the V marketing to grow your team and grow your leverage, you're not doing what I do to make the money. I would not make the money I make if I wasn't growing and helping others grow. So, of course, I'm going to press you to do that because that's what I do. I want you to win. And you guys, there's no better way in life to win than leverage. There isn't. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot have the power of one and succeed in anything. I like to break it down to sports a lot, right? You run track. It's an individual sport. Yeah, there's a team aspect and there's an individual aspect. No individual champion got them by themselves. They've got the support of family usually, hopefully, trainers, several different type of trainers, coaches. It's a team. There's no such thing as individual sports. I actually don't even like when they call it that way. The quarterback gets a lot of credit in the team. He's a hero or zero, right? He's got a team behind him, not on the field even. He's got a coaching staff. He's got a quarterback coach. He's got all these other things in addition to he's got teams of teams. And then he's got his other 10 team members to cover his butt. All of it. There's no individual in any sport, even in wrestling. No individual is just great. They need coaches. They need someone that's looking at their fundamentals of their body and their type and how they need to work their opponent better. They need that outside perspective. We all need teams. So I'm going to stress that all the time. That's how I do it. I'm not going to tell you that there's an easy way from building teams. I actually think it's the hardest thing not to build teams. Doing it by yourself is tough. But some people have to hit the wall a few times. So they realize, wow, it'd be nice if I had some help. Well, just receive the help, and we get to go find our help. You guys, you guys understand this? When we're doing V marketing, right? We are manifesting and going out there to find people to help us get our goals and our dreams, and we get to do that by helping them get theirs. Right? We're looking for team members. We get to grow our team by utilizing V marketing. And I just feel some of you might need that to kick in. If your business isn't growing every day, it's because you're not doing the things to grow your business every day. And these are all things that I know, right? These are all things I've lived. And I'm going over this whole V marketing stuff, and I'm like, if everybody worked 100 and just suffered through that until they got better and better every week, that's our saturation point. I'm not asking you to do something I don't do. I'm not asking you to do something we haven't provided for you. I'm just asking you to dive in and go. 100 leads. You guys understand, right? We're giving you these leads that we fund, and they're all people that want to do what we're doing. We just got to find those that are ready to go now. You hear me say this stuff over and over again. You're going to watch Dina or Niall, whoever's on today, do the same thing over and over again. That's what we do. But you've got to be at a consistent level, and you've got to find what makes it work for the output I need. What is that saturation point that I got to go to get results? It's 100, folks. It's 100. Not 90. It's 100. I've proven it out, and now I'm stating it hard. I'm going to show you. I did it in the instructor training. Actually, I got to show you guys one thing, and then I'm going to build this page. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to go to Google Drive. I'm going to go to the template of templates. All right, I got some copies here that someone made. I'm just going to delete those. So okay, I'm going to show you something. All right, here I can share this, right? Yeah, I shared that for those that are in the live. I shared it in the chat here in the Zoom. And you're going to come here, and this is the latest BRT script. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say latest. If you haven't updated this in the last 10 days, you need to come update it again. Okay, we have the BRT script, and then we have the SMS messages, and you can just copy and paste it over your existing one. Okay, and set it up there. Do what you need to do. This script, for those of you that are having a problem getting people into the PBS, I listened to you. I listened and I worked on it, and I did a ton of them. I do them all the time. There is, if you read this verbatim and you get down here to right after you get them into the video, verbatim say this, you're going to sell PBSs. I figured out the verbiage so that we can convey the message to everybody that's watched that video. It's all right there. It's all right there. So that's there. It's dated 1.3. So January 3rd. This one was updated on the 8th. Okay, it's the same text 1, text 2, text 3 since we made those changes. But here at the bottom, I put as of January 8th, 2025 from Rory. Okay, and you can click on this right here to go right to it on the left-hand side. This spells out exactly how I want you to work those 100 leads. Everything is spelled out right there. Should you not be able to get through 100 leads with the perfect process above? So everybody that gets it, that's doing it, great. Those that are struggling for whatever reason, maybe a time allotment in the week, this is for you. Make sure you send text 2 to all the leads, not customers. So you got to send text 1. Make sure you send text 2. Send the email. So if you can't get through them all because of time, don't worry about calling. I give you permission to build up with this. Send text 2, send the email, and then starting the next 7 days with 100 leads, and just keep going until you can do it all. It's better to keep momentum on what you can do, not wait till you can do it perfectly. We have so many leads to connect with, guys. We need you in action mode. The ones that respond right away are what we care about the most anyway. Then we actually call and invite the others. That's what we're doing. But you guys make sure you have all this and you're working this. And if you're not working B marketing, fuck. You guys are dedicated. You deserve this. You need to build teams because we get to help a lot of people that need the help. And you know what? You're going to find that when you start touching their lives, you're going to wish you would have talked to them sooner because they're as much as we help other people. I'm going to say this, and I'll probably get choked up a little bit. The people I help, the people that I've grown and I work with personally, I think I got the best deal ever. Because they bring something into my life, and when I get to help them, I get such personal satisfaction, and it's so I'm so grateful. I kind of get a chuckle, right, when they call me and they're like, Rory, I'm sorry to bug you. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you just made my day. The second I saw you light up my phone with your name, I got excited because that means you called me for help, right? I'm excited about that because that's what I want to do. I want to give, I want to show, and I want to go because of, I'm like so grateful they're doing something for them, right? Because we rely on them to take the actions for what they need to do. We're not forcing them to do it. They have to want to do it. They have to do the steps. They have to do the training. And then they can push their comfort zone to ask for help. I recognize that and I get so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad they're calling for help. Yeah, I got students that need a lot of help. And I know that every time they're asking me, I'm pushing their comfort zone. And I like the fact we're doing there. And you know what? We grow. So I put that time in. And this is why the study halls are so important, guys. So important. All right. I'm going in to build this page. You guys notice the difference with me on Two Brain?
Yeah. Rory, I did a screenshot of everybody with their hands up. You want, in case you wanted all those
Leave
names.
them up. Leave them
Leave
up. I want to know. No, I'm glad you did that. I want you guys to see something. First of all, just like the products, okay? And Mark Kozowski says it really good with the on our product specialist. By the way, we're gonna have him on soon. He's getting his presentation ready for all the new products to help explain things. We'll go over that in a second. I'm gonna just go over this though. You guys, if your body's not healthy, you're not all to blame, right? They've been poisoning us. Okay. Now I'm putting this in a thing, right? We know that. So we got to make people aware, help support them in making better choices, and giving them products to make better choices. That's what we're doing. There's a problem. Here's a solution. Here's another problem. Here's a solution. Here's another problem. Here's a solution. And here's a close that you should be doing it, right? Problem, solution, problem, solution, problem, solution, close. Thank the Lord. There's so many problems that we can help with because that gives us an opportunity to give them into better products and to help them with health today and the future. That's how I look at it, right? The writing actually just kind of does itself, right? The presentation kind of just presents itself because of how bad the freaking food industry is. Okay, I'm gonna go to SEO. It's super competitive. They keep changing the game. However, we've got a way to figure it out for everybody here, and and it's also something we continually grow on. These tools weren't like this years ago. They're like this now. You guys know that I'm not afraid to adapt. In fact, I even lack the hesitation for it. I just gotta make sure we can train it, support it, but then I'm ready to adapt. And this is incredible. Everybody that doesn't have Google AdSense, okay? Pay attention to when your system is updated with this tool and get to work. All right. Now I'm going to show you exactly what we do as I build out this page. We're going to do this more and more. I'll tell you something. It's not like that much different than Yoast, but there's better things in here. And then when we go to the advanced version, there's even more. Okay. Now I've been wanting to go this direction with more help. We just didn't have the right tools to train on. You guys, it's one thing to know how to do it. It's another thing to figure out how to teach it. Okay, so my biggest struggle in this whole thing from 2008 forward is how do I teach people to do what I do when I just do it, right? It just comes and I just get it. So pay attention. Guys, this is the big day. This is a big weekend. Have patience with Matt. He's always on top of stuff, but we've overloaded him, and then Daniel's already overloaded with the stuff we're working on. All great stuff. And again, he volunteered to teach the course on this because, guys, it's a higher level than me. When I need SEO done right, I've always brought in Daniel. I just know, I get it, I understand it. He's just that good. So having him being able to build this course out to teach you guys how to go to a whole new level. You guys, we're going to take any average person, the average Joe and Jill, and give them the ability to dominate in SEO with this training. This is cool. And we're going to start out by getting you guys the basics, teach you how to go forward. Let me get right to it. Oh my gosh. I'm logged into my 1f16.com, right? I'm in the dashboard. You notice there's a rank math overview that comes up here. Okay. Anything that says AI, I don't want you going down it. Don't click on it. Don't go there. Okay. Our expert doesn't utilize it. They try to do upsells. You can't add it to your system anyway. Remember, we give you everything you need and not everything you need, you get here. Nothing more, nothing less. There's great AI stuff. Let me just segue for 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna go to my I'm gonna go just to the speaker view here, and I'm gonna be very straight. AI is great if you know when and how to utilize it. A lot of systems out there are selling AI because it's a buzz. Okay. If the AI tools worked, we would teach you how to use them. When they do work and we know how to teach you, we will teach you those. Do not click on them and go down that deep dive. If anything, the AI stuff out there causes more harm for SEO and the things we're trying to do for keyword and everything else than good. They are trying to protect against the bad actors. The people just go create gazillions of pages. That's why our category pages have to be unique. That's just one example. Okay. Okay, 1 second. So anything that we don't train you on, don't do. Right? They might offer a special or do something else there. If we don't teach it, don't do it. Don't buy it because it's just going to cause you to have to get a refund because we're not going to add it. If it doesn't work, we're not doing it. Okay. You guys, we did something really big this last year. We moved to these incredible different server solution. It costs a lot more money. It's super fast. Those that have been here for a long time, if you didn't notice the speed, the increase in speed of how fast our sites work, it was so apparent. I don't know how anybody couldn't notice. Like it's lightning quick now. Page to page to page to page to page. We increased in our securities. We increased in everything for development. And because we're that fast, these tools we're going to teach you will work. So let me go on to here. Candace, can you come on for a sec?
I'm here.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna open the new page up. Now I'm gonna come down here, like you guys create a page, you're like, oh, where was I? Like I start pages and get distracted or have to like stop because a brain came out there. So I'm gonna go here to all pages. I'm gonna go to all dates. I'm just gonna go to January, right? And I'll hit filter. Now we're at 76 pages for a new student. We're at 76 pages. I've already started the page. It's ageless. Okay. So the new page is ageless. And I'm going to open that in a new link. I've already loaded all the pictures in here. Okay. These are all the new pictures. for the product, and we got a lot to write. To get ready for this, I've already gone to the, and you guys can all see this on winf16.com. Under arts and entertainment, we go to beauty and cosmetics. I've already listed this one, and I put the luminance. You guys, this is a huge line. If there's probably on the beauty side, one of the main things to focus on is this line of products. They've sold so many. This is a well-known, very popular repeat buyer skin cream line. I'm going to tell you from using it, I think there's a reason it's so popular. It's super good. And we are right in the price points where we need to be. We get great BV. It's great. But I've already written and set up Ageless Beauty here. Now, AG comes before all things. In my drop down, all things is always going to be at the top. It's the one exception to the alphabetization. Okay. It's the one thing, and I'm telling you that's by design. I know AG, guys, it bugs me that it's that way, but we got to keep all things there for the navigation for mobile. Ageless, all things beauty and cosmetics is, I could do like absolute and make it a B, but we're not. But it's going to be all things, like everything else, consistent. Ageless goes there. This is the word that, according to everything we did. So Daniel and I worked on this for a long time. Ageless says it best. Ageless Beauty. And the memes that are going to be coming out are going to be, everything's going to come to this ageless. Okay, so this is our cluster page. Cluster page means we're putting everything in here. Our biohacking page is a cluster page, right? Everything collected into one. Okay, now as I build this out, you guys look up here. Now it's all orange. Now there's an orange one and there's a red one that might come up. That red one we don't use. It's AI stuff. We're not using it. It's not ready. Don't use it. This is the one we care about, and we want to be above 70. I'm already at 72 because I've been getting stuff ready. Now I click on it. Right here's the snippet. Okay, we're still doing pages. We're still backing up our pages. We're doing everything else. I'm a little old school, so I don't say description. I say meta because it's a meta description. Okay, snippet. That's the URL, right? And we call and I still call it slug because it stands for something to me. But snippet, slug, it's the same thing. Okay. Here's a keyword. Candace, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. So
Watch.
ready.
Okay, so I got becoming ages. I'm writing this down there. We can now add multiple keywords, and it works in this version. When we go to the full version, which comes with that course, you're going to have access to even more things and stuff that comes down here. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things. We're in general. I'm going to click on this thing that looks like a certificate. This is called schema. Now, I've been hesitant to teach you guys this because you can screw up in a bad way and literally get blocked from Google. So I'm going to walk you through this. Now, all the new students, they'll have it started out with them, and the schema will already be preset. Everything's an article that we do. In case you guys didn't know, we're performance bloggers. We write articles. Everything is an article. Okay. So when I hit edit, the headline is already captured. It's going to go by our headline. The description, that's the meta description or description. Same thing. It's whatever we put in there. It's going to pull that. We don't need to type it in here. We want to keep it consistent. If you get caught lying with Google, meaning I take this and I really try to market something else that maybe you can't ban or whatever else, they will block your URL. Don't play around here. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave the keywords alone. Keywords, not keyword. We're in multiples now, folks. Now, I need to explain that to you as we go through training. Article type, if it's a blog post, we only have 2 of those on our homepage. Some of you have 3. That would be the only time you change this from article to blog post. That's it. That's it. That's all you need to worry about for this. Everything else has been done in here. We've got everything set for how we do our blogging to comply with this. Now, the second you do this, and that's done, you know that rich content error we keep getting? Candace?
Yeah, I haven't gotten it, but I've heard that others have gotten it so far. Yes.
This will get rid of that.
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't know you were asking me a question. I apologize.
No, you're good. Well, I wanted you on here just for some interaction because you've done so much to help your team grow with this. And I know it's been frustrating, but I'm going to tell you, we're solving a lot of those things. I've been taking them in. Now, traffic is key.
Always has been.
I don't want anybody to ever say Rory said to stop posting. Ever. If you are in line somewhere and you have nothing else to do, you should be posting ads. If you are watching television and you're not posting ads while you're watching television, you're wasting some time. You should just turn the TV off. You need to find ways to put stuff out there. You gotta find measurements to do that when you're doing other things. You got to maximize your time if you really want this to grow. Once you get SEO to kick in and you got the keyword recognition, you're getting indexed. So you guys, indexing is everything. I'll talk to you guys about this and how it works. We're giving you tools now that make it even more effective. Now I'm going to click here. I'm going to go back to general. There's a snippet. It's ageless, right? If I want to edit it, I go here. Once I hit edit snippet, that's where the slug, that's where everything is. Here's a title. We want the title to be the same. We don't want to change it. This is what appears in the first line when the post shows up. It's going to be our title. Ageless, in this case, your online community. That comes up because your online community is what's on the top of the page. Here. Okay, now it might be your customized one. Okay, I'm going to clarify something else. This is what we start everybody with. It's okay if everybody uses it, but if your instructor has been teaching you to modify your title, thank them because they're doing it right. Right? If I want to call this Billy's online community, that's great. We want to make it more open. We want to use a name like your online community, your online community as hosted by Billy. That's a great way to do it. So it's open, inviting. I'm your host to this online community. So going forward, I want to see that type of language, hosted by, right? Organized by, your online community, organized by Rory. Organized by, hosted by.
I'd have presented by. But I did that years ago, a few years ago.
This, again, I wanted you on here for a reason. I don't know where you picked that up, but it's a very solid direction to go.
Thank you. I don't know. I changed it in that. It's very hard because everybody wants to be sure to press Control D, and I tell them leave that there for yourself. You'll, once you grow and stuff, you'll see. I just changed mine, and that's now you just said it, so it made me feel good that I did it right.
We've had some great instincts with our leadership, and I want to acknowledge it, right? And so here's the thing on here. Now I'm just going to leave your online community. I'm leaving it alone because this is what we start everybody with. And this, if everybody has it, it's fine. But if you want to personalize it, which is a really good idea, make it so it's conclusive. Don't make it Rory's online community. Make it your online community hosted by Rory, presented by Rory, updated by Rory. Make it inviting and announce your offering your service. Remember, we make money two ways. We provide value. Well, if we're providing value, then it's not Rory's online community. It's the online community by Rory, the online community supported by Rory. We're providing value stated, right? Words mean everything. Okay. I got to get right in this. So your online community, the title, the permalink. This is the slug. Okay, ageless. That's where I put it. This description. This is the meta description, right? And it's still got to be in there. Now, you guys, we're allowed. This is all what's up to date. You want to be green, right? They like a little bit longer. Don't worry about that. If the permalink's small, it's fine. But a lot of our articles go further, and that's okay. But for indexing purposes, it's okay that it's short. So don't worry about that being less than 75. It's fine. Don't worry about your title being under 60 or, being smaller. It's fine, right? Especially when it's adding other things to it. Like, we don't want it to go past this. And it's okay that this isn't green is what I'm trying to say, okay? The description, though, the meta description, yeah, you want to be in the green, okay? Now, that's done. That's where it's all at. It's in one place. It's right here. You don't need to go hunt for it down below. It's all here now. Keyword, it's here. Okay. And you want that keyword to be in the orange. If I add another keyword, it'll be there. I'll teach you guys that as we go. You don't have to have multiple keywords. You have to have at least one. But now we have the option to add a second, a third, and a fourth to help the indexing. But make sure those keywords are relevant to the subject. If you get caught using irrelevant keywords to the content, you're going to ask for a problem. They want truth. And if you guys don't think misinformation is being more monitored today than it was even last year, I'm going to give you a wake-up call. Now, I say this, everybody here is pretty good about it, but they're looking for that. And if you guys cause a problem, you get penalized for it. You get enough, they're just not even going to validate you at all. I know it's crazy, right? Have integrity, you're fine. Be disingenuous, you're not fine. Okay, so ageless, we're claiming that it's going to be talked about in here. The products all go that direction. It fits. But a secondary keyword is where we can differentiate from being Rory's writing to being you as the author. Unique content has to be done. Well, by creating another keyword that ties into what you wrote because you wrote it differently and announcing it as a keyword lets Google know that you are adding unique content. So anybody that was getting a rejection because of not enough unique content, it's because you weren't stating that it was unique. We didn't have the tool right. Now we do. Candace, does that make sense?
Perfect sense. And this is awesome because, yeah, I just was writing a note. That's awesome. Because that's what I share with everybody. All students need to understand that it's not just Rory that we're competing with, because Rory has 30,000 other people that have purchased his exact PBS, right? An exact duplicate of Rory's. That's what we get when we first buy a PBS. So if out of those 30,000 people, if there's 5 to 10 that we all know that you never see on these trainings, they have a PBS, they don't do anything with it. So there's that many PBSs out there with the exact same content that Rory has. And so you need to make sure to change that. And that right there is like a key component on top of them modifying all of the content as we teach them as well. So yes, very excited. This is good stuff.
Oh, I'm going to go into health and wellness right here. I'm making that a secondary keyword. I'm going to add it right there. It's pink. Pink means, look at this. Pink means it's not where it needs to be. If it doesn't get to orange, I don't have it done right. I mean, I don't have it in. It's the same rules, right? And I go here to basic SEO, and the basic SEO is going to be based on my first keyword. All right. Anything here that says upgrade today, if you do that, you're going to spend money that you're not going to be able to use. We're not going to upgrade we're not going to give you anything that we haven't given you. Don't do this. Okay. This post is pillar content. Be very careful about this. You can read about it. If I don't make it a pillar content, don't. Okay. There's things that you can cause the wrong effect to happen. So don't worry about any of this stuff until you're trained on it. Basic SEO key. Look, hooray, you're using focus keyword in the SEO title. Focus keyword used inside SEO meta description. These are all things we've been learning and teaching you guys already. Focus keyword in the URL. Perfect. Bum, bum, bum. Focus keyword appears in the first 10% of the content. Okay, it's there. Focus keyword found in the content. Okay, it's there. Content is 62 words long. Yeah, I just started. Consider using at least 600 words. Niall, I'm going to throw you on here. Like you guys, we've seen it where it says 300, and I've always told you guys more is better. 600 at least. At least. Now I'm going to stress something here. Here's what we know. People don't read it all, right? That's why we do videos. Videos are a must in today's marketing. But for SEO, keyword recognition, indexing, our article pages, these are all article pages in the world of blogging. These article pages need to be at least 600 words.
I teach 750 to 1,000.
I do too.
I'm just giving you kudos because you've been on the right track. And I've heard you do it over and over again. You guys, at least 600 words. I'll tell you from the SEO experts, and I'll go on this. less is not more when it comes to content. And that's why it's okay to have a long thing there. As long as, and you guys, when we put the videos, we're taking care of how people are, but we want people to find us. We want people to get indexed to us. We want to get that free traffic. We also want them to buy what we have. We want to do the marketing properly. That's why we do videos. Okay. I need to do a video on this stuff. We all can, either add your own or we do the community one. Okay. A video on these products is going to be key. And I'm going to put one in here, even though I'll be changing it. But it's going to be one of the ones that when I change it, it updates for everybody. Why? Well, Tanya and I are just using the products. I'm going to have a better understanding of these products after months of use. Okay. I'll get my presentation done better and then I'll update it. But I will be putting a video on this before I release this to be used on Monday. That video will only get better. Okay. Now I'm going to be writing this stuff out here. That's the other thing I got to do here. Now I come here, I got additional errors. Focus keyword not in those. I need to do that. Add an image with your focus keyword as an alternate text. Well, I should do that on all these, right? So now I'm going to go here on the I'm going to go here on the keywords. Health and wellness. I'm going to go a little. I'm going to get a little bit. I'm going to do something that is going to be semi-controversial. You guys ready? And I'm going to be very. Let me say this with a double-edged sword approach. I'm going to do this for everybody because I want to swarm it, and it's because these products have been out for 10 years or whatever. Is why I'm doing it. I am careful on this on most products, but we're actually putting the products and their images on here, right? So in the keywords, I'm going to go ahead and do that. NARA. And when I click on this right here, and I'm going to click right here, I'm going to go NARA. I'm going to put the alternate text of the keyword I want to use. I got multiple keywords. I got to make sure that every keyword is tied to at least one image. Oh, well, NARA is going to go to NARA. Okay. And it's going to be linked to where? My Velveeta store. We don't have a unique link for this yet. Open a new tab and apply. Now I'm gonna do that on all the products, right? I'm gonna go here and go Bail Life. I'm gonna click on the link. Affinity. And this is life, which is it's got that one, right? So L1FE. Blue, just BLU. It's Revita Blue. So I'm gonna do the two. That was interesting. I'm just there's mind. This product, by the way, guys, it's an antioxidant. If you guys don't know what that is, this helps with all sorts of things in our body. This is one of the number one products in my opinion. And I'm gonna go with the Capital Reserve on it because that's kind of the brand, the way the brand, the brain is or the brand is. And so I'm gonna go with that one, and that's what I started it up with. But it's a gel, tastes amazing. But you guys, this is one of those. It's a nutrient. It's just it's amazing when you have a true antioxidant. There's a reason people like we have some great stuff, and then this one, it's on the bottom. I might move it around. I just put all the images in here based on what they were in the shopping cart, and I'm going to be moving them around. But this is probably the one I should focus on the most. So I'm going to put it at the top as I structure this. Now I got to go up here. And I'm going to type all of them, right? So Bail Life, Affinity. Doesn't like the Finit. Didn't like that. FINITI. Oh, there's my limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we can do 5. We can do more on the advanced stuff. It's 5. So in this, I gotta decide what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna drop that one. Um, and I gotta choose. I'm gonna do Luminous. Look at all the ones that come up. Okay, now these are all on the orange side because I've linked them to the images. Now you're saying, well, Rory, you didn't like I got AM essentials, PM essentials, I got the mind product, I got the life product, right? Well, I'm gonna take the Nara, right? It's a great one. I gotta choose which one I want on here. I think I'm gonna take the BioLife out and I'm gonna do um the Revita Blue, right? So Revita Blue. I'm just gonna pick 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go with that. Okay. Ageless always has to be on there. That's the main thing we're doing. Okay. It's there. Now I did the other ones, right? I did like Bail Life and I put that on the picture. Why did I do that? I'm gonna explain. When I go to the advanced um rank math and the stuff that we're gonna be teaching with Daniel, and you guys, that's what I'm doing all that. The advanced stuff is going on Rory 3. Like I'm gonna be proving out an amazing difference. We've already started on it. And I got hundreds of pages of that one, right? Hundreds. And we're going to be extrapolating on it, but we're going to be able to focus on long articles, kind of different things. But 5 keywords is great. Guys, we've been doing great on just one. We're doing 5, but you got to write and that'll help you come up with more content. By focusing on 5 keywords or 2, even more than 1, it's going to be easier to get the 600 words. Candace, are you following me?
100%. Yes.
So now I got to come here and start writing on these pages, and I got to fill this in. And you guys, the best writing is personal experience. Okay. Well, it's going to take you months to get that. You don't need to do all the products at once. Just focus on one. You know, it gives you something to work on for the year in addition to everything else we do, right? But I'm going to go pull up the information on what we can talk about on these products, and I'm going to rearrange this, and I'm bringing this one up here to the top. Right? And I usually like to offset to the right. There's a lot in here, so some of them we might offset to the left. We'll do all that. These are big pictures. We don't want to be this big. We can't be this big, right? We can't compete with Google ads. So we got to go smaller. I'm going to go 250. That might even be too big, but I'm gonna go 250. This is an offer page. We can get away with it a little bit. I think I'm gonna go 220. I'm gonna go 220 on all of them. And I'm going to start pulling up information on them and start writing it out and start aligning things. Okay. So when I'm doing a page like this, the first thing I'm going to do is just start pulling general information, right? So I'm going to go to vellavita.com. That's fine. I'll go to the stacks page. I'm just going to go to the page. Hopefully I'm not logged in. I'm not. Perfect. I'm going to go to store, our products. It's right here. Right. Okay. Um, there's AM Essentials. All right. I'll go ahead and just click on that. And for this purpose, I'm just going to grab this. Copy. I got to rewrite it anyway, right? So just for ease, I'm going to go to AM Essentials, right? I'll put this one, I'll line it right for now. I'll put this information here. Okay. Details, I'm just grabbing them, right? I'm going to hit back to store, PM. We'll line that one left. Yeah, this is why I put my little holders in there, right? I'll line this one right.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oops. Copy that. Go back to that. Come here. Oh, I got off, but it's okay. There's reviews on this one too. Nara. And I'm gonna go backspace on that just because I noticed how it is, and I'm gonna change this one to Vita Blue. One word. I saw that. I'm just gonna change that. There we go. Am I missing anyone? I think I got them all right. Okay, a lot of details, a lot of stuff to work on. I pulled it from there, and now I'm gonna like compose in it, right? So, um, I got my store link already done. I can take that off.
Can I ask a question? Just
Yep.
curious. Do you know why like it changed Vita Blue and Nara red or pink compared to the other three
Because we don't have
keywords are
enough.
still
I can
orange?
tell you why. If they're orange, then we're doing the things we're supposed to be doing. If they're not, they're pink. So I don't have them in their headlines. Watch, it'll change. You're just ahead of me.
I
So I
was
come.
just curious. I just seen it change back and you had already told us not to have it red. So there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, you'll start seeing a change, right? I put those in there, and it kind of like lets us know by color that these other keywords aren't represented properly, right?
Right. There's something we're not touching on that we're supposed to with the SEO, correct? Perfect. Thank you.
I can get rid of the details. I'm just going to start writing this in here. Now, the thing is, I took this right from the Velavita website. So this is not my authored work. I'm not done by any means. Now I'm going to save this so I don't lose anything. I just do that by whatever it is. My trick now is I gotta make this my own verbiage, right? My own verbiage. This is mine, and I come down to here, and I'm just gonna put. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hyperlink to an internal site right here. Go bold. Actually, I'm gonna make it a heading 4. You guys, I've been doing this in a format lately. So heading 4, and I always like to offset it to the right, just so visibly there's an indentation. And then I'm gonna send them to there. And it's just biohacking, right? So it goes there. And this needs to be a heading 3. And then I'm going to click on this here, and I'm going to go to text in the blue. And okay, I got to make it mine. I got to add stuff to it, make it different. I'm going, you guys are going to notice this. I'm going to go to my format like this so it's easy to go boom, 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 right? I'm doing all that, right? So first, second, third. Now, when we cut over to this for everybody, Candace, you see my score going up?
Yes, I noticed that. It's at 80.
Now, I'm going to tell everybody you want to be above 70. Sometimes it's hard to get above 60, and we'll cover that, but you want to strive for above 70. You don't need to be perfect. Above 70 is what you want to strive for. But you're going to notice just in what we've taught you guys how to write, the way we do things, you're going to be just fine. Like that's
But going above 70, like you are 80, going 90 is good as well, right? Even
just
better.
like it sounds,
Obviously.
but you don't. I'm talking to the perfectionists. I'm talking to all the blueprints
Mhm.
and us knowledge people. It's okay if it's not 100.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying. Make it above 70 and call it good.
Okay. But if it, but I'm just asking above that is okay still, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Now I've got a lot of words. Like we got to go to another headline, right? And so I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna make this. Um, I'm gonna get really kind of crazy on the keywords. I mean, the keywords and also hyperlinking them, right? So ageless. I'm gonna send that to. Oops. And you guys, when we're helping our students and they sign up in Vellavita, we got to come modify the link on this page all the way down. And I'm going to hyperlink every time it says luminescence. I'm going to hyperlink it just like you guys would expect me to do on anything we're featured. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to do the open a new tab. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to highlight that, copy it just because it's easier. And I'm going to go everywhere it is and put it in.
Can I ask you a really important question? Okay, when I started 8 years ago, we used to never link the keyword like you are right now, if you remember, a long time ago. Then things did start changing, but SEO, and I know we're not using it anymore, but it used to tell us when we would and how it was incorrect. You've been doing training for some time and you're always hyperlinking the keyword. Could you explain to me so it makes sense in my head what changed there?
Oh, so the way keywords work in Google has modified over the years. It's changing. It's changed.
Right.
And hyperlink used to be super sensitive. And it all has to do with money. So there was a project where they were trying to make money off the hyperlinks and the keywords, and they were trying to find a way to control the advertising on it. And let's just say that that got scrapped. It's no longer an issue. And because it's no longer an issue, we need to hyperlink the keywords like we should.
Okay.
Um, and so what's the hyperlink for? It's to tell somebody that you want to go buy it, you want to go get more information, you click on it. It's to indicate there's more knowledge if you click on it. That's the job of a hyperlink, correct?
Correct.
They were trying to monetize the hyperlinks in the pay-per-click area, and so they started telling us not to do it.
Correct.
They lost that battle, is what I'm trying to say.
Got it.
So
Okay.
so now we're
We
back to
want to
this. And
hyperlink the actual keywords that we use on our pages. It's going to be a benefit to us.
if you haven't noticed, I hyperlink every keyword now. I have
Yes,
for
I
a
have
while.
noticed. I've been noticing for a good minute you've been doing that.
Yeah, they lost the fight, and we prove it there. But the thing about it is
Okay.
I want them to hyperlink. Oh, luminous! I'm branding. It's on the product. It's
Mhm.
there. You want luminescence? You're going to click to get it. And what happens when they click on it? They go right here to an information page, and they can actually buy it.
Okay. But okay, I guess more or less because I've been very confused and that's why I'm asking this for new students or for students that don't have Google AdSense. That's still going to be a benefit for them to do that, correct? Of course it is, or you wouldn't be doing it, right? Okay, thank you. I needed to make sure because sometimes when you train, you have Google AdSense and we didn't know because I never had it explained to me. So I had to ask. Thank you. Mhm.
We have a lot of call to actions. I'm actually going to make this one. I'm going to go to heading 3 on it too. And I'm going to go with the purple, and I'm creating a pattern. I'm getting rid of this one because it's from the company. I need to be really conscious that I need my own verbiage. And even though I've modified these, I need to add more my own verbiage. Like I got to. So I got a purple thing down here. You guys, I'm creating a pattern. So blue information, purple call to action. Blue information, purple call to action. Right. So I can I'm gonna go here. And I started this one right with this. I also have the ageless products, and I'm gonna hyperlink that. I'm going down, man. 2 hours goes by quick. You guys, I'll continue to build this page out, and then we'll share it. Um, and you guys you're getting it. I'll keep going down here. Now you can decide the order you put these in. You can decide what you say. You can put your storyline. And I do need to put a video on here that's going to highlight stuff. And in the video, I'm always going to let them know that we have biohacking stuff to add to this. I'm always going to cross market something else. And again, this is a cluster page. So I'm going to go over my notes. So you guys, why does he do it this way? Why? What are we trying to do? I'm building a cluster page that we all start with. And because there's so many products, these are all additional pages that lead from the clustering. So, you know, eventually I can add a link on here and say, you know, get more specific information on Luminous here if they want. But I also can market Luminous that ties here for the general thing. So if people go to my Luminous page when I build it, I will always have a reference to see more products that complement this. Click here and it'll take them to Ageless. Now I'm going to talk to you guys. Memes, because it's been something I want everybody to do, and there's hundreds of us that have the memes. We need to be marketing those on a very steady pace. After I had a battle with myself. Sometimes it's really good to get outside help because sometimes you're too tunnel visioned. And I was going over this with Daniel because you guys, like with the Bella Vita product line, the snaps, I don't like to put the images of the box in the snap because it's a new concept. I also don't want people to bypass us, go right there direct. Well, the difference with the products that we have from the Jeunesse line, people have known them. They've already got saturation out there. People have seen them. They just can't get them. They haven't been able to really get them for a while. So now we're presenting, it's a whole different approach that we get to have. So you're going to be seeing the products in those memes to push out there. You guys, there are people out there that have had these products before, loved them, and couldn't get them after a while. There's people that have done stuff there. You'll find them on Amazon until they're gone. Costa's already doing this. He'll do a great job and get that removed. He's doing all the protection. You know, he's really good on that for us. These are to be marketed by reps only. So we go forward like that. People are going to see it and they're going to have the link. Our link is going to be our URL / Ageless. That's our marketing. Ageless is the one word that we decided to combine for all the products of the Jeunesse line added to Bella Vita. Ageless. And then, we got biohacking, we got Ageless. They work together. People can try different things. It gives us more SKUs. Keep it that simple. But the deal with clustering, right, is when I cluster, I'm adding another element for keyword SEO optimization. I'm proving that I have a content page that covers several key areas. And then I have unique pages and they drive back to each other, showing a stream of information and validity. As long as we're integrity, we don't lie what it is. As long as we do everything right, I'm building a path of knowledge so that we get indexed one, we index multiples, and it rises us up because we show more content than one page. Remember, more is more in the world of SEO. More is more. So we're creating more. And that's why we create this clustering. And I don't know how else to say it. It's a cluster page because I put stuff in there. It's not a unique page per thing, which we need to do. It's in addition to that. It's kind of like, here is a station, a train station. This train goes to Kentucky. This one goes to New York. This one goes to Orlando. This one goes to Georgia. But there's a hub. There's a central hub. That's the cluster page, is the hub. Everything else goes from that. And I can have a hub and another hub. If you think of it that way, we're creating a path of knowledge and then getting it validated. And that's what we're hoping for to rise us up. If I have one page getting validated and you have a cluster and several other pages getting validated for the same keyword, who wins? Not me. Also, I'll tell you, one of the biggest validations I had on my vision with performance blogging was the short URLs. You guys, I'm talking a huge expense to maintain all the ones that we have and get them in there. They're very hard to get today. We own tens of thousands of them, okay? And eventually we're going to have to go to 5-character domains. But the 4-character domains are smaller. The smaller the URL, you win. You're going to see that as you go through the training in Rank Math. Oh, great, you got a short URL. Well, we start out with a short URL. We already have an advantage over everybody because of that short URL that we begin with. Now, I'm not saying I was right. I was dead right. And now we just got to get things indexed better. We got to have what's called rich content. Well, rich content happens when you announce it in the schema. The schema tells Google what to index. That's why and if we don't have it, they don't pull it anymore. They're letting us tell them what to depict in the schemas. So that's why we're showing that in there. And you guys, it's in the process I just showed you. Now we're going to be doing page after page after page. We're going to be building stuff. We're going to constantly be doing on that. But we have a very good starting point for every new student now, or we will come Monday. And I had a lot to dump on you guys, and you guys are doing great, right? I'm gonna just put this out there. We have students here, instructors here, MSIs here, PSIs, GSIs that have been around this for a long time, and you may not realize it, but you know more about SEO than most of the world. We've been missing some tools and some adaptations. We're now adding those in. We just changed everything. Everybody that raised your hand, you can keep them up here. You're going to be able to get on the premise of things now when you do all this. So wait until you see the rank math added. You're going to have to go through all your pages and just go do the little snippet thing. And we're going to teach that and teach that and teach that and teach that and teach that. Do not miss Thursdays. Don't miss our trainings. All right. This is so important. I'll be reiterating it. So as I build the cluster pages, and then I build the individual pages. So like I built this cluster page. I will probably work on it again on Rory3.com next week. The thing is you're going to start seeing the advanced. When I build on Rory3, you're going to see the advanced pages. We're going to get everybody moving to that direction. The course has to be built, right? Daniel's got to be able to convey the knowledge he has into a course that everybody can follow. There is so much value on this because there's people that get paid thousands of dollars a month to do SEO for companies. We are going to teach you what they do so you can do it on your own system. You can teach it better and everything else. And we're doing it in stages. We're going from basic to advanced, 2 steps, and advanced will teach everything. We know that new students coming in general aren't ready for that. So we're gonna provide it, and it's gonna be a separate course. It's gonna be tied into our course process. I brought in experts, and he's willing to teach it. You guys, this is how he's made his living for literally decades doing SEO work, and he's prominent. He's gonna be teaching it. Okay, he's who I go to. And now we're full circle. We're gonna have a course taught by that. And it's going to be at the right time. And it's going to be for people that are already making money on Google AdSense. If they don't have the basics, that's not going to help them. If you don't know how to drive a car, I can't throw you in an Indy car and expect you to do anything. Right? Same thing. So I'm gonna pause here because we're gonna hand this over to Dina. I'm gonna get this page done. We're gonna be covering this more on the trainings. I'll probably cover it on Tuesdays. This coming Tuesday, depending. I mean, there's a lot happening here. You guys, we've built an amazing foundation. I'm looking at every friction point. Google AdSense has been a major pain, and I didn't have a solution that I could present yet. We have it now. We got the right tools, tested, proven, ready to go. Just be patient as we deploy them. But new students get it starting out. And the training is going to be teaching that. And then everybody, it goes by quick. You'll log into your PBS one day and you'll see that rank is in there, and you can adapt. Okay, we just got to do it systematically. It's a resource. It's crazy what we're doing on the server side. And you guys, you know that we have what's the word when you stop something? Thwarted. We have thwarted thousands of hacker attempts on the servers that you guys don't even know about. The world is crazy with that. And we made the move at a good point. You guys, I am so proud of where we are. But going into the V marketing, we're building a PBS. We're going to make it better and better. If you're not doing the V marketing and building teams, you're not taking advantage of the leverage. You need to be doing that. Everybody needs to push yourself out of the comfort zone and do that. You don't want to call people, you just want to deal with people that want to be talked to? Fine. Send out 100, deal with the responses, send out text 2, send out the email. I gave you permission in writing to do that now. Yes, those that call will do more. But I know you won't call if you don't have the belief you're not seeing the stuff work. I get that. So I compromised. Let's go. You guys, we have so many leads to work. More are coming in. I'm still building out the Rory book lead, which you guys, we're going into a whole new direction on online marketing. We're going to be teaching more on social media marketing and influencer marketing in addition to the blogging. We're opening up a whole other realm you guys are going to be thrown into. It's all circular. Because it's incredible, right? Okay, I'm going to go into Dina, let me get you on here.
Can I just ask one thing or say one thing? So for Thursday, I caught that you said on Tuesday you mentioned it, and then you mentioned again on Saturday that we'll be teaching on the cluster, continuing on the cluster pages, right? Or the pillar pages to the cluster on Thursday. So can I request that you be there this Thursday? Because I think you should continue finishing this one on Thursday before I jump in and do it. I'll switch my name for the next Thursday because I really think that everybody needs to understand to the depth of how important this cluster page is and whatnot. And you were doing a great job, but you didn't get to finish.
I almost said that about 15 minutes ago.
Niall, will you edit that for me on Thursday and let's move Candace?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll remove myself and Niall can add you and then perfect.
Candace was next week. Now it's Roy.
Yeah, I put myself on there when he said it, and yeah.
You know what? That actually makes me feel a little bit better because I'm literally like looking at how much time I have to train you guys. I could do a super Saturday and still not cover all these products, right? And there's things happening that I'm building. So that makes sense. So Thursday I can work on the clustering page. That way Saturday I can work on Luminous.
Yeah, and then you also said Saturday SHG will be here, right? So you're
Oh, wait. I can't do Luminous. That's right, because we're missing out on that rounded effect. I'm seeing people not stressing SHG and going, wait, if you use it, you're going to save more money than the $20 by far. That helps people's budgets. So I want to get back on that page. So you're right.
So that's why I said, could you come Thursday? Because I remember all that. And hopefully you can to ask what, maybe Tanya has something, but if you can be there, that'd be great.
We're good. I'll be Thursday.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me end the live. If you're on live,